Hey guys, it's Noah. Father God, I lift this up to you. Anoint this word, get me out of the way. Crucify the flesh, walk in the spirit. In Jesus Christ's mighty name. Alright, I just saw something weird, man. I don't believe it. I don't believe what's going on here. This is strange, dude. There's this guy named Fenris Lu. It's the same guy. It's an older picture. He was a graduate of Arizona State University and then also a graduate of University of Washington. Computational chemistry, okay? And the guy is the same age as my cousin. My cousin is a graduate of University of Washington. His dad's the guy that I've been talking about, the engineer. I haven't talked to them in several years, so I don't know if they know each other. They said this guy just got in trouble for breaking into a morgue and having sex with like 4 dead bodies at the morgue. MCSO said they captured him. And that he had sex with 4 bodies, and it's all over the news. His name is Fenris Lu. Okay, then I go look into the guy, and dude, he's doing some out there stuff, some out there tech. Spectroscopy, and reactivity of molecules and clusters. This guy's studying. I was like, okay, well, what are the applications of this? He's got several journals that he wrote online of his work with other people. Then you look into his work, dude. It has direct applications with the stuff that I was just talking about online. When I was talking about Nikola Tesla, and I was telling him about my uncle with the wireless power transfer. I say you could go up to the top of I used it as an example. There's a measurable amount of electricity at the top of the pyramids. But as you go up in elevation anywhere, if you're in the ether, power goes up. I just said this, dude. And the stuff that this guy was working on is this, dude. It's this same technology. Wireless power transfer at long distance. So I plugged this in. I said, I linked the journal. It's the ACS journal, DOI 10-1021/ACS.JPCS or CA.2C02243. It sits in the broader field of quantum batteries and quantum energy storage. Remember I was just talking about how they figured out a way to store light? Same all of this stuff. It's all connected here. Based on DOI series publication timing and surrounding literature, the core idea is likely exploiting collective quantum effects, entanglement, super radiance, super absorption, coherent charging. So it'd be like instantaneous charging of a battery, things like that. However, his work was in, let's see exactly, because it talks about it here. It says that his work was in studying fields. Hold on. A machine learning-based approach for evaluating potential energy for quantum mechanical studies of properties of the ground and excited vibrational states of molecules is developed. This approach uses molecular orbital-based machine learning method to generate electronic energies with the accuracy of CCSD calculations at the same cost as Hartree-Fock calculation to further reduce the computational cost. So like this stuff is very, it's heady, man. You got to know what the heck they're even talking about. But then I looked in the applications and it says wireless power transfer at long distance, charging devices without plugs, remote powering of satellites, right there. I was talking about the airships that could just be floating around in the air. They've been going after all these scientists, these anti-gravity scientists and stuff like that. And I think what's happening is these people were nerding out on my stuff. They were finding out this stuff. And I think there's people sharing my stuff, and they just like railroaded these people. They did something, man. They might have hacked this guy's brain. Babaluska might have taken over, hacked his brain, and went and did necrophilia with this guy and got him caught by MCSO or something. I said that this was going to happen. I said it in 2020. I sent out that communique. I showed where they did this in the 90s. They caused an entire, they caused Rwanda to have a meltdown. They cooked up they crashed a plane with like 16 diplomats and all this other government agents. And then they cooked up a religious war, and there was a complete genocide in the country. It was where like the Lost Boys came from and everything else. And the way they did it was they irradiated them, causing that stuff. And they're using the same technology. This is the stuff that's in the vax and the PCR. And I think they commandeered this guy and made him do something awful because I'm wondering if he was sharing my stuff, dude. I'm wondering if he's in the same field as my uncle, and he would have known my uncle's son. They're same age, dude. This is weird. This is strange. Something's up with this. This is not this is some kind of psyop, or they railroaded this guy, or something like that. And if you don't believe that they can hack people and they do all that, they do it all the time. They commandeer people. They did it before. Was that before or after the COVID vaccine came out or the PCRs came out? I don't know. It was Westgate shooter. That guy went over there. I got sent out there the night before. I saw the witchcraft that they were doing over that area. I found a sacrifice site. They killed all these chickens and put these eggs in this basket at the canal right there. The Lord sent me out there the night before. I prayed it all out. And then like the next day, the shooter came and he didn't kill anybody. Nobody got hurt, anything like that. But I know that they were taking that, they were hacking that guy. They were doing astral projections. They do it in Babaluska. They do it in that movie. Howie Mandel gets hacked by the same guys, and he's talking about it. He jumps out a window and does all of that, and then he's like, "It wasn't me. I didn't do this. He was trying to explain to people like how he got commandeered, how he got hacked. That's how he got hacked, dude. His mind was open to it, to these demonic principalities, powers, rulers of darkness. And he didn't have the blood of Jesus. He wasn't covered. So the other applications of this are quantum computers, direct energy, defense systems, a rapid discharge for quantum storage could matter for pulse weapons, EMP-like burst technologies, direct energy weapons, rail guns. I saw this thing, I don't know, it was like not even a week ago. I don't know if this is even real. I don't know if this is a real thing or if this was an exaggeration. The dream had exaggerations in it. I was in Parker, Arizona. I was right next to the Colorado River. We had moved there. And this big old barge came down the Colorado River. And I've been seeing this military that's like a secret military for something. And they wear black and a little bit of purple on everything. It's like under their arms, like a dark royal purple and black. And they go in and they clean up a bunch of stuff. I don't know who they are. I don't even feel like they're necessarily bad guys, but they're like, I don't know. They're just like secret military. There's something, maybe Space Force, maybe something like that. I don't know what they are. I don't know what they're in charge of. I don't know who these guys are. And basically they had this barge, and on top of this barge, they had a massive tank, dude. The thing was like bigger than the biggest construction equipment I've ever seen. It was a tank the size of like a Home 2 Suites, dude. Maybe like half a Home 2 Suites, like 4 stories high, like half a Home 2 Suites. It was massive. And it had a massive rail gun on it. And then they were all out there and they're like, oh, it's him. Yeah, They were all mad because they went in and they were going, and anybody that was taking video, anybody that was doing anything, they were going in and jacking them of the video, and I knew that they couldn't come in and take my video and I could drop it online and do it. And they sent he was a security guard, but he was a cop. But he was like a security guard. He was like an infant. He was just a security guard with a gun, basically. And he was a cop. I know what it was. And he came up and he was laughing. He's like, oh yeah, blah, blah, blah. Because he knew my stuff and he wasn't tripping about it. That was the dream I had. And it had a massive rail gun on the top. So it was a tank. It was a moving rail gun. It was a tank with a rail gun. And this thing could, if that was real, dude, that thing could drive over anything. It could go over any mountain. It could go over anything. I have no idea if that was real, if I saw something real or whatever that was. And the other thing is AI distributed sensor networks, so like smart dust, battlefield surveillance, industrial sensing, persistent environmental monitoring. Okay, so all this stuff is happening, right? This is what this guy was working on. He was working on some crazy stuff. And he went in and had sex with 4 with bodies in the morgue. This doesn't make sense, man. I don't believe it. Maybe he did it. Guarantee you got my stuff. He's either freaking out, like losing his mind because of what's going on, doing a denial, or he's sharing it or something, and they hacked him and had him do something else. I don't know, man. If anybody knows anything, drop a line. I know all of the people on Substack are suspect. Yeah, that's exactly what they are. They're not real people. They're bots that are on there. But I'm hoping people are going to my website and watching this and seeing what's going on and know something, man. This is weird. If I got any family, anything like that that's going through crazy stuff or persecution, stay out of the way. That's what God said. God bless you guys. Have a good day. By the way, this guy's name is Fenris Lu. It is an anagram for Sun Rifle. And I just told you the application of his work is in Mountain Dews. Okay. Did I say more? I don't know if you know this, but they're able to do something where they're focusing the sun's rays, and they're going to use that for Mountain Dews. God bless you.